Welcome to the Talking Sport Report podcast with Scotty and Eggo. Unbelievable!
Episode 26 has landed, and Scotty, this is a very big one. We're rocking. I mean, you're rocking is it the ivory, the bone, the off-white?
The ivory or the beige? I'd like to say it's a nice salmon colour.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it just?
I think it is. Well, I mean, real men wear pink, so if you want to call it pink, I'm happy with that.
No, I'm up for that. I'm rocking the burgundy. Now, if you're listening to this on a podcast, as we are a podcast, you're wondering what the hell are we talking about? Tonight is a very prestigious night, Scotty. We are in the midst of our night of nights. It's been a fantastic NRL season, so we wanted tonight to be the NRL Awards for 2025. These are, what would you say? They're the off-Broadway awards?
Oh, that's probably the best way to put it. Well, see, the thing is, because we like to keep these shows at a nice, respectable length,
Yes.
listeners don't know, we've already given out 12 awards prior to hit and record, and they're the ones we don't consider important, like Player of the Year, Try of the Year. They're not the important ones.
I thought it was the other awards we get, like the longest dick.
Oh, that's going to one man and one man only.
Yeah.
Oh, pain. Pain by name, pain by nature.
Yeah, that's right. The man with the
Jesus.
largest hamstring in the NRL and large other things. Well, this is cool. So we've basically got like a whole bunch of awards. There's over 15 that we're going to pump through tonight. Let's
some
get cracking.
rippers.
A very prestigious award, the first one of the night.
The Most Annoying Player Award, aka Grub of the Year. And the nominees are Reed Marnie, Can Munster, Nelson Solomona, Liam Martin, Brendan Smith, Spencer Laniu, and Luai, as always.
I mean, it's a pretty strong list there, Scotty.
That is a very tough crowd. I will say this is probably one of my most favourite awards. But I tell you what, that's a very, very tough list.
It is, isn't it?
I mean,
We're starting off at the hard end of the scale.
And the worst part is you rattle one name off and you're like, yeah, for sure, they've got it. And then the next name comes through and then the next, and it's like, how are we supposed to pick a winner from this list?
I think we can probably scratch Cam Munster off this year. I think he hasn't done too many of those things.
True, very true.
Like it's not old school Cam Munster year where you kind of go like he was just in another world. He's older now. He's a bit more.
He's
respectful.
matured.
He has.
He's grown up.
He has.
Our little man's grown up.
He has. He has. So let's scratch him off. So now I don't think Brandon Smith's played enough football to be Grub of the Year, to be fair.
Well, that's true. That's actually very true. Although dead set Grub by nature, and I love it. I do love that.
Yeah.
If I'm voting out of this, I'm scrapping Liam Martin effectively for what he done to Ezra. That's Australian of the Year in my book. But I'm telling you, looking at this list, I'm down to two.
Yeah.
And it's hard to split them. I'm sitting at Reed Marnie and I'm sitting at Luai as always.
Yeah, and I think there'll be a lot of crowd anger that Spencer Leniu wasn't on this list. I hear Spencer gets quite a lot of these nominations, and look, he couldn't crack that list. It's a pretty solid list.
It's a solid list, but to be honest, he's just a good footballer. He's a New South Welshman. Keep him off it. Keep him off it. He's important to us.
The fact, this is where I think the award goes to Reed Marnie, and the reason for that is not even his own team wanted him playing week in, week out. They have this number 9 who's a cracking number 9, and he spent most of the back end of that year on the bench. Is that a most annoying? And by the way, he came on for 5 seconds and he almost started a fight within his first 5 seconds back. So if that's not most annoying / Grub of the Year, then I don't think anyone deserves it.
Well deserved. Well deserved. We'll get that trophy out to Reed in the mail.
Reed Marnie, 2025 Grub of the Year.
Grub of the Year.
The Brick Shithouse Award. And the nominees are Brian To'o, Katoni Staggs, Sione Katoa, and Greg Marziu.
Ooh. I'll tell you what, Scotty, you wouldn't want any of those guys running at you, would you?
You wouldn't. Again, tough, but I'll tell you the one name there that really stood out to me, Sione Katoa.
Yeah. Is it the rat's tail? Is that what did it for you?
No, because, I mean, the easy way to bring him down to be latching onto that sucker.
I know.
Just
but
latching onto
you can
it.
see the pace. You can see the pace in his runs when that thing's just basically full horizontal.
Simple fact, he's just one individual I do not want running at me. Like, yeah, I mean, standing still as well. He's a big unit. He is a big unit. Whereas Marju, I mean, Staggs has the height. Although, I tell you what, Marju's a bit of a brick shithouse as well.
He is. And I don't think Tony Staggs technically is a brick shithouse, but I think the way he runs, it's like he's about 200 kilo heavier than he is because he just pushes and just bumps off people like crazy. Now, keep in mind, the Brick Shithouse Award is not for forward. So, you know, you're not going to have anyone in the forward pack in this. It's purely for those, you know, little wingers / centers, whatever. But, I mean, I'm actually with you on that. I mean, Katoa is a tough one.
I think, do you know who would have won this award had they not moved into the forward line? Talakai. For sure. What?
I almost wanted to give him a little special little nod, but he can't. He's in the second row now.
Exactly right.
He is. He would win this hands down because that guy literally now is a forward. I think Brian Toto deserves a little bit of credit given the fact that, mate, that guy just is so strong and just bounces off tackles. And I mean, is there a more powerful runner in the game than him, even including the forwards?
I tell you what, I'd put it down to those quads. They'd be some firm quads, wouldn't they?
They would be. Where are you going to go? Who are you giving this award to?
I'm going to stick with Katoa.
All right, congratulations, Sione Katoa. It feels like if your name is Katoa in this rugby league, like in this season, you're a good player, right? There's 3 Katoas, and they're all awesome.
They're all brilliant.
Yeah. Well done to him for the Brick Shithouse Award of 2025. Oh, this next one, this is a fun one.
Ooh.
The Captain Fun Award. The nominees are Teddy, Harry Grant, Mitch Moses, Appy and Luai, Joe Tarpany, and Big Tino.
Now, this is not about being a great captain. I'm sick of these awards. I'm sick of the captains getting awards for being a good captain. That's just overrated, and that's what they're paid to do. This is the captain who then goes out afterwards, who would want to basically play on with and lead the night out after the game. Now, the fact that Appy and Luai are together makes this a really tough award for anybody else to win.
Can I just put my 2 cents in?
Oh, please.
As somebody that has actively been on the drink at 2 a.m. in Fortitude Valley with Harry Grant, I do know that guy can kick on, but do not believe he was... How long has he been skipper for?
This would be either first or second season. It hasn't been long, right?
I really feel like he's probably pulled his head in a little bit, and he was injured. Yeah. So I think this really needs to go to someone that is fit, plays week in, week out, and still getting on the piss.
Well, you can rule Teddy out. Teddy's owns
100%.
Businesses now. He's a family man.
He
can't be going out with Teddy. He would lead the way, but he
looks too clean cut as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'd be talking, he'd be the guy that'd rock in for one quick shandy, say good day to the boys, and off he goes.
Tell you what, Joe Tarpany wouldn't be a bad night out down there in Canberra with porn and fireworks.
You can get them anywhere these days.
I know, but it's about going to Canberra for it. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? I'm scrapping Big Tino because there's really nothing to have fun about with their season at all.
Maybe that's all they've been doing, though. Maybe they've just been partying. They are on the Gold Coast. It's like party central there.
But I still see it as more of them just drowning their sorrows.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather go out with a 2-for-1 deal, even though we've called him a grub.
But he can party. This guy has won 4 premierships. He knows how to party. Appy Coruscant won some too.
Yep.
I think together they would be a lot of fun, and I would want them leading my night out. I'm with you on that one. 100%. Appy Coruscant and Jerome Luai. Captain Fun of Year for 2025. All right, let's get some chiropractic work.
Oh, what's this? So,
Chiropractor Award for the best spine. And the nominees are the Broncos, the Panthers, the Storm, Raiders, and the Sharks.
Yeah.
Right, so that threw me. So if you weren't aware, that program you gave me at the start of the night, I've lost it.
Yes.
So when you said chiropractic award, I just backspasmed a little bit. But straight
Yeah.
off the bat, listening to those nominations, and you and I have frothed over it for weeks. Weeks. The spine of the Melbourne Storm.
Yeah, although it didn't look too good in the grand final, did it? I guess.
I know.
Do you take 1 week out?
I mean, 1 week out of the previous how many?
I think you got to rule the Broncos out. They don't know what their spine is.
Exactly
their spine's
right.
been realigned. It's coming out left and right.
Well, their
you know what I
spine
mean?
kind of improved in the second half of that grand final when they lost a vertebrae in Reynolds. So
That's so true. That's
it's
true.
not really a good spine. Panthers have always had a good spine, but I think the most consistent, except for the occasional Paps injury, the most consistent there would be the Storm.
Yeah.
But then the Raiders, KO Weeks, Ethan Strange,
Incredible.
Fogarty.
And the good thing is you can take Fogarty. This is the 2025 awards, not the 26 awards.
That's
so
right.
Fogarty still counts.
That's exactly right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you know what? The fact that they won the minor premiership, I'm doing a complete 180 here. I'm going back to the Raiders. I'm taking it. I think the Raiders deserve some silverware here.
They do. They probably do. My only concern is when I was looking at this early today, when I started going through the position by position, who would you want? It's hard because go fullback. You're probably going to take Reece Walsh, but second you'd probably take Paps.
Yeah.
Maybe you go Panthers there on that one if you want, but it hasn't been a strong year for him.
Yeah.
Then you go 5'8".
Six.
You're taking Munster, right?
You are.
7, Jerome Hughes, what he did in that grand final to me. I know you got Cleary, but when you start adding Paps, Munster, and now Jerome Hughes as the 3 options, and then you go Harry Grant, it's tough. But I hear you on the Raiders. I hear you on the Raiders.
I understand where you're coming from, and God, you've swayed me again. You've swayed me again.
All right.
I'm happy to go with Melbourne on this one.
Congratulations. Scotty is blowing in the breeze like a leaf, which is what we expect here on the Talking Sport Report.
God.
All right, let's get to the next one.
The Concussion Award. And the nominees are Victor Radley, Kalen Ponga, Ben Hunt, Jake Travojevic.
Oh,
That's
Scotty, this
actually
one
really
hits close
good.
to home for both of us, doesn't it?
Yes, but question is, did Ponga only have the 1 concussion this season?
I don't think he had a concussion, or he may have, but I think the issue is he was so heavily concussed last year that he's made up for the rest of his life. Like he should just be
Just
now.
carried over.
He had to go to America for help. That's how concussed he was. You know, and I also look at it in the fact that he didn't play half a season, so it's hard to get concussed when you don't play the full season. But he's like the poster child for concussion. But I think your mate could be the new poster child because he had multiple this year, didn't he?
Yeah, he did have a few, and I tell you, there was one where he looked extremely. I'm almost certain he thought he was waking up Christmas morning after that hit.
Yeah,
he didn't look healthy, looked a little bit out of it. To the point where I reckon he's like Ponga, he might carry over a little bit of brain fog next year. Poor bastard.
Yeah, well, it's weird because go back 3 years ago, this was Victor Radley's award. Like he was basically almost done. At the start of the year, he almost did. Like it was happening a lot again for him again. But Ponga last year, Victor this year, Ben Hunt in the grand final, that was a beauty.
Wasn't it?
That was a big one. That was a big one.
And
But
I tell you, it's
Jake
a grander
Travojevic-
stage.
I know, but think about this for Jake. He got concussed and missed out on Origin selection.
Oh, that's a good point.
And then he got
That's a
concussed
good
at the end of
point.
the year again. So multiple concussions. I feel like it's got to be his
I
award,
think
right?
It'd dampen the blow. I think if he picked up this award. So let's put a smile on Big
Congratulations,
Jake's
Jake.
face. Well done,
Yeah,
champion.
he does
A
appear
legend.
in an award later on tonight in our special Talking Sport Award NRL awards for 2025. He does feature. I don't think he'll like that one as much as this one. So let's be happy that he gets this one.
Sweet. Congratulations. Give it to Jake.
You've got a Head for Football Award. And the nominees are Ruben Cotter, Lindsay Collins, and Cam McGuinness.
Oh,
I've got a
geez.
question for you.
Yes,
Is there
sir.
any way we can split this award 3 ways? Because you
I'll
can
tell you what, you're on
pick a
something
winner.
there.
You cannot pick a winner out of those 3 mugs.
What would you
And-
consider? Like, define me? What is a head for football?
In my opinion, Cam McInnes at the end of every game sitting in his press conference, he's got black eyes, he's got split lips, he literally, when I read that award, my initial thought was head for radio award. So I literally just thought of someone that I guess you don't want them turning the corner quickly if you've got children in your presence. Because
a
you
bit
would
of Halloween
startle them,
mask
you
sort
would
of
scare
shit.
them. Yeah, spot on.
Yeah.
And the
Maybe
only
next year we
reason
rename it to the Halloween Mask Award.
it would be the Cam McInnes Award.
That's
and the
right.
only reason I put forward Lindsay Collins. You remember the big blue monster from Space Jam? Just
Yes.
reminds me of him. Just 100%. It's dead ringer. But I'm looking at a couple of pictures here of Cam McInnes, and even pre-game, he looks like he's just done 12 rounds with Tyson.
Well, I think Ruben Cotter will be pissed off because he's like, "How dare you lump me?" Like I don't think Ruben Cotter thinks he's an oil painting by any stretch, but he'd be pissed that he's in the same boat as Lindsay Collins and especially Cam McInnes, right? Like,
well, I mean, no, you know what? I'm having a look at Ruben Cotter, and I'll tell you what, that is quite a smile. That's a smile any mother would love.
he's been hard
it
done
looks
by.
like he's
The
got
judges
some
putting
very-
him in here.
Yeah.
He
And
has
I
been.
tell you what,
All right, well,
and that's a flowing mullet. I honestly think this is straight up the Cam McInnes Award moving forward.
yeah. If it turned into the Paul Gallen v Nate Miles Award, then maybe Lindsay Collins wins it. But since it's not that award, it's the head for football / pull off your head and make it a Halloween mask award.
Yeah,
it's
spot on.
definitely got to be the Cam McInnes. So congratulations, Cam.
McInnes.
I know it's been a tough end of season for him. And I would appreciate it when Cam does pick up this award. He does remove his false teeth that he does have, so he looks even worse, just to really make sure he looks like a head for football. Scotty, it's time for one of the most premium awards of the night. This is a big one. This is a very big one.
Most loved and therefore the most hated player award. And the nominees are Reece Walsh, Nathan Cleary, Harry Grant, Mitchell Moses, and Cam Munster.
Ooh, it's prestigious, this one, my friend. This is prestige right here. The reason why this is such a big award is because I think nowadays, given the fact of social media, you can't just be the most loved anymore. You are therefore hated by the other fraternity of football fans. And it's crazy because, these are all really great football players and they are hated in a lot of places as much as they are loved. And it's purely because they're way more talented than anyone else in the world.
Nah, I do agree. And you know what? This could have been a hell of a lot tighter, this award, had it not been for the fucking last 40 minutes we witnessed of the NRL season.
Yeah.
And you factor that in with the shit that was taken, no pun intended, with the toilet incident, the criticism over eyebrows, criticism over painted nails.
Yep.
Yet comes out and single-handedly delivers Brisbane a premiership. I don't think there's a close second in this. I think Reece Walsh is a deserved winner of this award.
I agree. By an absolute country mile. You could... Look, there's always going to be room in everyone's hearts for Nathan Cleary, Harry Grant, and Cam Munster. Like, I think there's going to be a lot of passion and a lot of hate. And nothing people hate more than every second play, Harry Grant and Cam Munster throwing their hands up in the air asking for a penalty. Which to me is a great sign of a hated player, but all smart players. But I think you go back a couple of years ago in the grand finals and stuff like that, Mitchell Moses, unfortunately, would always rate highly in this award, but I guess hasn't been prominent enough this year through injury to gain
Very
the
true.
stature he needs, gain the votes he needs. So, yeah, I agree. So,
Yep.
Congratulations, Reece Walsh.
He's just cleaning up, isn't he? This is his year.
It is
Grand
his year.
final, Clive Churchill,
Do you think he wins this award if we look at it from 3 or 4 weeks out from the finals?
See, that's a very tough question. Maybe not, no.
Because Cleary was coming home with a wet sail. They were winning a whole bunch in a row. Even Harry Grant had just pulled off that amazing play where he ran into the marker and got the penalty against the Panthers, which again would be high on this list.
That's a good call.
And then Reece Walsh went just completely bonkers over the space of a month and just stole everybody.
Just quickly, but before we move on, do you think he will hold this award in a much more higher regard than, say, that grand final ring or the Clive Churchill medal? Without question.
Oh, yeah. He's the one person I'd expect to actually call us and say, where is the silverware?
Yeah, I want it.
You know what I mean? And we'd have to say, look, Reece, no offense, and we've stopped recording for a second. This is a bullshit award night. This is not even a real, we're sitting here in our underpants. We've got a suit jacket on just to make us kind of feel like we're at awards night. We're both sitting in our garage. You know,
I can't believe you're wearing underpants, you sucker.
Oh, without further ado, speaking about underrated,
The Most Underrated Player Award, and the nominees are Toby Sexton, Will Kennedy, Scott Drinkwater, Kalen May, Tyran Wishart.
Oh, no. This is a bullshit award, this one. This is bullshit because I know where you're going to go because you've got an absolute man crush.
Did someone sneak Wishart in there, did they? Oh, certainly someone snuck him in there.
Deservedly. He is definitely an underrated, all-star.
He's underrated. He's fantastic. But, and this may come as a shock to you, hearing Will Kennedy's name on there, I feel like I would not be mad if Will Kennedy walked away with this award.
Can I give you the case for all five here?
Well, yeah, but I mean, Will Kennedy, look what he done in that. Who was it that they knocked off? Right. Roosters. He was fantastic. And then to find out that he didn't have a contract at that point for next season, it shocked me. To me, that is extremely underrated to the point where I just want to have a look now and see if he does have a contract yet. Yeah, he did.
Well, he's one of the ones.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that could go to Rugby 360. Wasn't he one of the ones that were sort of floating around as potential? Which would be crazy to lose someone like him. But if you look at it, all right, Toby Sexton was leading the comp.
Oh.
And then they kick him out and they fall off a perch and then they have to bring him back in the finals to try and plug holes, and he actually played pretty well. Will Kennedy doing what he did. Scott Drinkwater, remember those last couple of games, especially when North Queensland were making that little run there and they had a shot at the 8. They were close, but they also caused some upsets, including Scott Drinkwater just kicking a whole bunch of goals from the sideline to win those games. I think, what did they play? Was it the Bulldogs? One of the Roosters? Something like that. It was like a crazy game where he was kicking them from the sideline. An amazing effort. And then, Tyler May had just would he be an Australian representative player if it wasn't for all the shit that went down?
Didn't he play 4 games and win the Tigers Player of the Year?
Yeah. Well, he was unbelievable. You just go, that's a premiership player.
Now, that either says that he is actually fantastic or the Tigers really are that piss poor. But no,
or
I'd be
he's
honest.
really good at buying stuff for the parties. Clearly that's all they were doing. You know what I mean?
Invite me. I'm in. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
All right, who are you giving it to?
You know, I really, really, really want to give this to Wishart, but I can't look past Will Kennedy. I can't.
Amazing. I think you made the right call. Will Kennedy played awesome, and probably the good reason why the Sharks made it as far as they did.
Definitely.
And no one thought everyone thought, including us, we thought they were done in week 1 of the finals, and they ended
Yes.
up making it all the way to the prelim. So
Participation award for sure.
yeah,
Proved us wrong.
There you go, Mr. Will Kennedy. Congratulations, the most
Well
underrated player in the NRL.
Legend. Deserve.
The non-representative All-Stars. The nominees are KO Weeks, Scott Drinkwater, Blake Brayley, Isaiah Katoa, Jay Gray, Terrell May, and Ethan Strange.
Also, got to just say quick apologies. The voiceover lady, she does struggle on some of the names. I had to, find a voiceover artist at a last minute sort of thing. So happy to be my wife. She's like, I don't know any of these players.
Can I be honest? Up until this point, 26 minutes in, I thought that was AI. I'm not kidding. I 100% thought that was AI.
That's Mrs. Eggo.
Wow.
That's Mrs. Eggo. I am very well looked after in this household, mate. I get dinners cooked and I get voiceovers done.
I'm gonna have to pay attention to the next lot. That's fantastic.
Now the question is here: the Australian squad.
Yep.
They're taking Ethan Strange. Are they taking Brayley?
Good question.
Because that'd be the only question around it. Like these awards are obviously designed for you can't be a representative player to be in this award. Now, Brayley and Strange aren't, but they will be in a matter of weeks, or definitely Strange. I know Strange is definitely going to England.
So is Brayley.
So does that mean...
So is Brayley.
Yeah. So does that mean they're disqualified?
Well...
Do you want to disqualify them, or do you think that's not a part of the 2025 season?
Do you know what? Just to be completely honest with you, at the time of the awards being awarded, they are not representative footballers.
That's right. That's right.
And I will tell you, the fact that we know they are going to be representative footballers, it's very hard to give this award to anyone else other than Brayley or Strange.
I'd also say Weeks, like, is it a tough thing where Weeks would have probably made a representative football side, but when you think about who he's up against in the fullbacks that are around,
plethora of fullbacks. Walsh, Paps, Edwards.
Yeah. But had an incredible season where essentially played out of his arse. And again, one of the main reasons why the Raiders won the minor premiership. And Isaiah Katoa on the absolute borderline of being picked for the Blues at one point there as well, which some would say is a more prestigious, at this point, a more prestigious pick than the Australian side.
And that was my next question. Is an Origin jersey held a little more highly in regard than a Kangaroos one? Because you got to remember too, Kangaroo squad at the moment's kind of depleted in the sense that everyone's kind of pledging their nationality to other countries. So taking nothing away from it, because hell, I don't recall last time I played for Australia. So, actually, I do. We created ourselves in Ricky Ponting cricket.
That's right.
Get that up. Yes, have played for Australia.
We scored a lot of runs for Australia.
Did score a lot, especially on easy mode. So good, so good.
That's good.
But I mean, KO Week's fantastic season. We've just plugged the absolute shit out of Drinkwater in the last award, but I think it's hard to look by Strange or Brayley because we know they are going to be representatives. So question is, where do you go?
The other thing you got to probably just keep in a little bit of mind is Terrell May, because probably should have been a Blue.
Oh, yes.
And when you look at the actual stats, he was like a bee's dick off Payne Haas for stats of like meters and stuff like that. He was like by far the second best forward probably in the NRL competition by, in terms of like stats and things like that. There was a lot of uproar when Fanua Blake beat him for prop, like in the best team of the year, because it was obviously Haas and someone else, and it was Fanua Blake who got that award, and everyone was like, "It's got to be May. It's got to be May."
Shout out to our mate JT there at NSYNC.
Yeah.
Well, see, the other thing as well, I literally thought this award would already have been announced because I know that you've got a little bit of a wet spot for Ethan Strange. Earlier on in the podcast, like weeks and weeks ago, God, weren't you frothing to the point where you are absolutely drooling for him to be wearing the light blue very soon.
I know.
Has to.
I know. He'll wear it. He has to wear it next year. I think.
Has to.
He's got to be in there somewhere.
Him
Whether
and
he
Moses would be fantastic.
Whether he gets he might, you know what he might get? He might get the fantastic Burton number 21 jersey next year. Where Burton just
no one's getting that jersey off Burton. No one. It's just
poor old Burton.
That's getting retired with him when he retires.
I wonder if in the end of his career he'll actually put down how many caps he had and just add all those ones up because he would almost go down as one of the most capped Origin players of all time.
You know when you see athletes sign jerseys and they put their number after it. Do you reckon sometimes he does put the 21 as a cheeky jab? How are we getting so sidetracked during an awards night?
Oh, jeez, because we're on the beers.
I'm struggling here to look past anyone else but Ethan Strange. I think Ethan Strange. Yeah. I feel he deserves it, but who do you think? This is your call.
Oh, God, I would say the same as you. I've got a real soft spot, though, for Brayley because I think what he did to the Sharks, you can almost link him fixing his running game and actually taking the line on more and actually coming out of dummy half more often and backing himself was when the Sharks went from being that really average team in the middle of the year to being the side that made the prelim. And I know Will Kennedy was great, but you take Brayley out of that Sharks team and they ain't getting past round one of the finals, right?
It's a good call.
And the Raiders probably going to beat Broncos until that last 14 minutes and then come out without Strange and get their pants pulled down. So he was that important to them.
You're making this very difficult.
I'm going to call it. This is a dual winner. We couldn't split them. Dead heat on the line. Non-representative all-star is Brayley and Ethan Strange.
Good call.
If you
that
are upset with any of these, everyone's like, shut the fuck up and move on to the Old Fine Wine Award. No, I think if anyone's upset with any of these awards, if we've got them wrong, you've got to blame the Academy. Blame the Academy for starters.
But get vocal.
Get vocal. talkingsportreport@gmail.com is our email. Let's move into the this one's a good one. This will be a nice quick one for us.
The Wait, You're Not Suspended Award, and the nominees are Victor Radley, Nelson Solomona, and Brandon Smith.
Congratulations, Nelson Solomona. You have won this by a landslide. We also got an email from one of our absolute GOATs, our number one GOAT, greatest of all time, not literally a GOAT. I should probably suggest that. But Jimmy, he wrote in saying, if Nelson doesn't win Not Suspended Award, then there's something going wrong here because that guy just gets suspended for grand finals now for fun.
That is fantastic. And that couldn't be more true. And I tell you what, that's just made up for spending 7 minutes talking about Strange and Brayley.
Yep.
So great.
Right.
Yeah, it was a no contest. I'm pretty sure Brendan Smith and Victor Radley just got named to drag that out a little bit.
Yeah, it was one of those awards when no one actually applied for the chance to win it because they just knew it was a foregone conclusion.
It was a dead given.
And Big Nelson, yet again, that grand final. I mean, how many grand finals can you miss from suspension? It's unbelievable. He's going to give it a red hot crack. All right, let's break a hip.
The Best You're Like Old Fine Wine Award, and the nominees are Daly Cherry Evans, 36 years old, Ben Hunt, 35 years old, Dane Gagai, 34 years old, Adam Reynolds, 35, Cody Walker, 35 years old, and special mention, Jake Travojevic, 31, but going on 100.
Oh, poor old Jake. We did him dirty there. But he has felt
fantastic.
This year like he's gone. He went from being a young, dashing New South Wales player to almost feeling like he is 6 months from retirement.
Yeah. This is a hard one because, yes, up until this season, I thought Cherry Evans was just sensational. He's won it all, Origin Series. He's a premiership winner.
Yeah.
He wants to run around again next season, hasn't got a club.
Yeah.
But I'm finding it very, very hard to look past Ben Hunt here.
Yeah. I mean, the premiership winner.
Yes. Yes.
And
Premiership dropper.
let's be honest. Yeah. Let's be honest, though. Without him playing a really strong 7, I know they had Reece Walsh, but look, he held up pretty good because Reynolds spent a lot of time on the sideline.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. I feel like this is just a foregone conclusion that Ben Hunt, 100%, he was like a fine wine this year.
Done.
That is.
Congratulations, Ben Hunt, at 35 years old. You're like old fine wine. And now, Scotty, this is your award. I'm leaving this one to you.
Okay.
The Who to Have Your Back in a Pub Fight Award. And the nominees are Payne Haas, Liam Martin, Spencer Laniu, Reece Walsh, and Josh Addo-Carr.
So I do like this award, and I put the feelers out over the course of the past 24 hours. Josh Addo-Carr got mentioned like that instantly. Yeah. Looks like he'd love a scrap.
He does, yeah.
Reece Walsh was mentioned to me today for the simple fact that over the past X amount of weeks, you've seen that if something kicks off, he's always in there. He's always in there. Spencer Laniu, he just looks like he would throw him. You put anyone in a Maroons jersey, he's like a raging bull.
Yeah.
He will 100% drag any prick outside and just level them if he has to. Payne Haas, come on.
He breathes fire.
From Woodbury as well. He'd have to know how to fight.
Loves a stink.
But my favourite here, and I think most of Australia, is Liam Martin for what he done to Ezra Mam a few weeks back. And the look in his eye, I feel like if you bump someone by accident in a pub and next minute you just hear that schooner glass break on the table, you know that Liam Martin's coming over your shoulder to swing him. So in my opinion, Liam Martin picks up Who'd Have Your Back in a Pub Fight Award. Definitely.
Yeah. Liam Martin would get in the car and drive 4 suburbs to punch on for you, wouldn't he?
Just to track the pricks down.
Yeah.
He like the Terminator.
He'd rock up. He'd say, "Which pub do they go to?" He'd get in the car and he'd go again. Like he would. He would just. He's the kind of guy who'd walk in there and take on multiple men to exact revenge. Having said that, Payne Haas, I wonder how many fights he actually ever got into because he's just so big. I reckon everyone would be like, "Nah."
You wouldn't even start.
Yeah, he wouldn't start.
You wouldn't start. So really, you wouldn't need him full stop because no one would start. But yeah, I feel like Liam Martin, to be honest, I think he deserves this just for getting in there, for giving Ezra a little bit of a push around and things like that. Not Ezra's mum, Ezra.
We are on to our final 3 awards of the night. Here we go.
The Sexiest Player Award. And the nominees are Reece Walsh, Herbie Farnworth, Mitch Moses, Shetty Stewart, Harry Grant, Jesse Arthurs.
Some interesting ones in here. Some very interesting ones. I mean,
tough.
Chevy Stewart. Have you seen this guy? He's a good-looking rooster. But the problem I have with him straight away off the bat, you go, if you said to any of the fangirls in the NRL, who's sexy, and you said, "Oh, what about Chevy?" They'd say, "Who?"
Yeah, that's true. He's not a big name, is he? But you're right. I'm just having a look here.
Oh, man is gorgeous.
100% wouldn't be mad if your daughter brought him home. Would you?
What about, I would be mad if you brought him home, Scotty.
Don't tell Wisha.
Because that is up for your wife to worry about, not me.
That's brilliant. See, you're right.
Who's this in bed? Oh, this is Chevy, babe. I brought him home.
Who?
I don't know him. I just think Reece Walsh, but not quite as popular.
Yeah, less eyebrowy and but you are right. It kind of it's like you said. All the fangirls out there be like, who? Who do you mean?
Yeah. So where are you headed? Yeah, I mean you are quite the
What? What? Quite the what? Say it.
Yeah,
Go
well,
on.
look,
Say it.
you are very happy to call a spade a spade. We would be sitting there watching soccer or anything over the years gone by, watching cricket, and you'd be like, "Phew, fuck, good looking bloke, that guy." And I'd double take a Scotty and go, "What are you fucking talking about?" Like, you know what I mean? But like, and then you go, "Oh yeah, you're probably right." But you know what? And to be fair, Scotty, when someone has a few drinks and is drunk, there is no other man in Maitland and the Newcastle area that will give you a kiss more than Scotty Hughes. So let's just set the record straight there.
Just remember, as a mate of mine once said years ago, and this is fantastic, I guess, philosophical words. Just remember this with everything you've just said. A mouth has no gender in the dark. Remember that.
Well,
Anyway,
that must have been Jimmy. All right.
Looking at this list, from a fangirl perspective, Reece Walsh for sure.
Yeah. He wins it, does he not?
Yeah, he does.
It's his year. He's cleaning up. He's got so many of these trophies.
I guarantee these mean more to him than that Clive Churchill medal will.
Yeah.
100%.
We should find out where he lives and just dump like 5 of these trophies on his doorstep and just see what happens. If anyone is listening to the podcast who knows where Reece Walsh lives and is living in the Brisbane vicinity, who can help us knock up some fake trophies and drop them at his house.
Fake? What do you mean
Email
fake?
us.
These are prestigious.
Prestige. Sorry, we're singing that other shitty awards night.
Is it
you know what I mean?
Dally something?
Laurie Dailies, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. The Laurie
So-
Dailies.
Reece Walsh, sexiest player. Last 2 awards. Here we go.
The Skip Out on a Shout Award, and the nominees are Lachlan Galvin, Lindsay Collins, Nico Hines, Dylan Edwards.
I mean, the mic is all yours, Scotty.
So, again, I chased a little bit of input from people on these ones, and I got some interesting feedback. Lockie Galvin, would he even get let in? Guy looks 12. Might be 74'8", but he looks 12. Might scrap him. Lindsay Collins, person that I mentioned him to, got defensive because they're a Roosters supporter, but I just feel like being a Queenslander, he'd disappear real quick, or he'd miraculously have to piss again.
Hate those people.
Yeah, the same guy threw Nico Hines' name at me instantly. Just looks like the kind of guy that's just boom. You know, he's 6 beers in. He's in a group of 7. You just turn and go, "Oh, Nico, you're up." "Oh yeah, boys, no worries. I'll be back in a few. What are we having?"
Oh, see, I think
Great.
Nico would actually shout. I think Nico would, but yeah, maybe
No,
you're right.
yeah, you're probably right, but I don't know. There's just something about the look of Dylan Edwards that tells me that when it's his shout, you're waiting for him. You look at the bar and he's not there, and the pub doors are just blowing shut.
You think he's tight? Is that the
100%.
kind of look? Yeah.
100%.
One of those rich, tight guys.
Yes, definitely. You don't have that kind of money if you're out there buying your mate's piss. I think Dylan Edwards, 100% skip out on a shout. Congratulations, champion.
Congratulations.
Nothing to be proud of.
Yeah, Scotty's most hated award of the night. All right, last one. Here we go.
The Walking Injury Award, and the nominees are Cam Murray, Kalen Ponga, Brandon Smith, Adam Reynolds, Cody Walker, Amber Graham, Tom and Jake Travojevic, and Jerome Hughes.
Holy shit. Now, this is why this award has been saved to the end. This is the toughest award by far of the night. How do you
know
split
what?
these? Because they're all bad.
You sure that that's not an AI voiceover? Because there was no breath taken during that whole spiel, and that's a big list.
It is
That's
a big list.
Huge list. Now, it's
Are you
hard
saying that
to
my wife can hold her breath?
Oh, no comment.
No comment. Okay.
No comment. Moving on. That is a hell of a list, but there's one name there that just, to me, is already the front runner because we've talked about it and talked about it and talked about it. How many hamstrings and calves can you injure in one season?
Yeah.
On the biggest stage of them all,
Yeah.
Weeks out from the finals that we'd written them off and that was it. They were done. They were cooked.
Yeah.
See, to me, that is the walking injured for the simple fact that a lot of these other ones have had the one injury that's kept them sidelined. This guy's just come back from injury and decided, you know what, fuck, I'm going to do it again. Whatever.
Yeah. And you know what? I know exactly who you're talking about. So let's give a couple of really good,
Mentions.
Special mentions, because I would love to know how many games Campbell Graham has played in the last 4 or 5 years. That guy is on the cusp of the Blues, and I felt like he was injured. Then he's just been injured ever since. And he randomly plays here and there, and I swear he's a part-time player now.
This season?
Played a few, but
not as many as you'd expect.
Like 11 or 12, I think he got to. Yeah. Kalen Pong has been incredibly well playing as an injured player. Like, he's always got something going on.
I feel like Tom's improved a little bit. Trebojevic. I don't think he missed as many this year as he has over the past few years.
They were small, weren't they? They were small little injuries that kept him out a week, whereas normally it'd be like, oh, Tom's done his hamstring, he's done for the season again. Those ones have kind of stopped.
It's Origin 1. There goes his shoulder. There goes Manly's season. He'll be back in round 26.
I'll tell you what, this was going to be Cody Walker's. This was going to be his award. Like, it was his to lose, because in the last couple of years, that guy has sneezed and done his back. And you know what I mean? Yeah, I know.
Done. Don't joke about it. You're going to message me tomorrow and you're going to be cooked. And I go, what's wrong? You're going to go, I sneeze too hard. Just do it at work so you get compo.
Yeah, that's true. So, I mean, Cody is got to be a really shiny silver medal here. But,
definitely.
I mean, who's the winner?
100%. You got to give it to Adam Reynolds. You have to. To wrap up the night, Adam Reynolds with the Walking Injury Award. That's
absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Scotty. I mean, I've really enjoyed chucking the suit jacket on, having a bit of bants. That was good fun.
Good. As you can tell, super formal, because if you're watching this, I'm still rocking the Talking Sport Report cap. Doesn't matter how formal an event is, these things are made to be worn.
And I love how we've both gone for the black undershirt for slimming effect.
Bingo. I've actually got 4 on for the ultra slimming.
That's good. All right, let's do the comment club.
It's time for comment club. Normally I ignore all the comments. I get a lot of them. I've got to get paid for this crap.
All right, so to get in this comment club, you just need to drop us an email, talkingsportreport@gmail.com, or you can leave us a juicy comment on any of our social media channels at Talking Sport Report on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. Now, we've had some fantastic correspondence this week, Scotty. Again, another bunch of emails have come through, which is great. Well, you mean the one where he sent a nude to us?
Yeah, the one where I seriously reckon that's Photoshop. There's no way you can walk. There's no way you can walk normal with something like that between your thighs. Well, Payne Haas does.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. The good thing about Payne Haas is his thighs are big enough for it to bounce around.
Exactly. And he's like 7 foot tall.
Oh, this is an attacking one, Scotty. This first one comes from our good mate Chad Stace, Sluggy.
Ooh.
He said, do not let that fucker bet on the Eagles again. He said he's about as lucky as a leper in a brothel keeping a tip. Oh, no, keeping the tip, sorry. He's about as lucky as a leper in a brothel keeping the tip after a good time. So the reason for this is Sluggy is an Eagles fan, and you picked the Eagles against a side they should have robbed home in, and they
the
lost.
Worst part is I'm a Giants fan, and I'm pretty sure the Eagles are paying $1 and I honestly reckon I'll put the mocker on him. So
he 100% blames you. 100% blames you.
I'm not even going to apologise for that.
Yeah, so he basically saying, get the Eagles' name out of your fucking mouth. All right, the next one. Oh, this was good. This is from Luke Gilchrist. So we had Luke Gilchrist on the show last week. He wrote us a nice message about a thing, and we apparently gave him a bigger compliment than he should have got, because basically we said he was a good sculler, and he said, it's funny how a single word can change the meaning of a whole thing. He said, I'm definitely not a good sculler. He can't scull schooners, but he'll take the rap. I'm possibly still trying to scull the first schooner I ever attempted. He said, P.S. What is the criteria for number one fan? I'm dropping my hat in the ring. And you know what? That's a very, very good point from Mr. Luke Gilchrist. He's been fantastic.
He has.
With his
My
pod.
question is, how far does he want to go? Because we've literally just mentioned what Jimmy has sent.
Yeah.
Can
Can I raise something quickly before we go to our next one, Scotty, around this?
Please.
I feel very uncomfortable saying the word number one fan because this is a terrible podcast. And no one should be a fan of this. You can listen to it, and we encourage you to listen to it, but we don't want you to be a fan of it because it's not worth you being a fan of. So I want a petition for us to change the name of what we call our. And I'd love to get your thoughts, Scotty, on what you think it's worth. If it's a weekly award, maybe it's a monthly award, or it's a yearly award. But I want to change the number one fan. I don't want to say number one fan anymore. I want to call them the show goat.
Oh, that's
the show
big.
Greatest of all time. So maybe we have a show goat award. And if you do something awesome for this podcast, whether you get us a guest, whether you send us in something really cool, whether you write an incredible email or a bunch of emails, you send us a dick pic, like Jimmy did. I mean, maybe that could get you, but you become the show goat.
And do you remember? I've got stickers here. I've got stickers. Do you know what I just thought as well? If there's any lads out there or ladies that listen to the show and do thrash the willow around on a Saturday, if you ever want one of these stickers to chuck on the back of your bat,
oh, that's a good one.
Sing out.
A little bit of guerrilla marketing. I like that.
100%. You know, I thought stuff it. I just thought of it.
Yeah,
I think show goats. Show goat's good. Show goat's good. But then we do need to decipher, is this like a weekly thing? Because we could, at the end of each comment club, simply turn around and go, righto, here it is. Who's this week's show goat?
Yeah, we could do. I think, you know, that would help. That I'd feel better than calling someone a show goat than the number one fan. Yeah. As you know, I feel uneasy about saying that sort of stuff. But yeah.
And you're right, because it was only like a week or two ago we were talking about Nev, our mate Nev, being put a contender for number one fan, and all of a sudden his name's just disappeared out of your mouth.
Well, no, he's still there. He's still there.
All right.
Speaking of those stickers, and our, you know, maybe current show goat is Mr. Jimmy. He wrote to us. He said, nothing to do with the podcast, boys, but my son Huddy seen a video of the wife watching Jason Kelce and Taylor Swift the other day. He's convinced that the bloke on the sticker, which is these stickers we've got of our Talking Sport Report logo, he's convinced the sticker on the bar fridge is the same bloke as in the Taylor Swift thing. So you're getting mixed up with Jason Kelce. So
and do you know what? I'm owning that. I do not care what anyone says. I don't care how old his child is. I know he's very, very, very young, but I'm owning that 100%.
I love it.
I'll take
Haley
that.
Huddy was yelling at the TV, Scotty Hughes!
That's awesome. That dead set made my day.
Oh, that's so good. And finally, last one here, Tess Hughes.
Oh.
That's Scotty's mum.
She's been, you know what? I know. She sent an email, hasn't she?
She has.
She's been on. She's two. I think we need to cut that straight off. That's stalkerish.
Yeah, well,
because you know she's texted me. She's texted me and she's gone, "What's your podcast email address?" So I sent it through. Didn't ask questions. Then she goes, "Who reads them?" I'm like, Eggo, I'll get them. And then 2 days later, she just texts me and goes, "Eggo told you about the email I sent." I'm like, "No," and she just wrote back, "Good, haha." So I'm a little bit concerned.
A little bit of a smack in the face for both of us, to be fair.
Ooh.
And you know what? We need this from our potential show goats. So the whole this is from Tess. It's brutal. Well, you boys know I'm not a really big sports person, but I do enjoy your podcast, except this one. This is episode 25. It was a bit flat, no zip, no zing. Maybe you should have done it with Scotty drunk, because that was after the back of the NRL Grand Final.
Oh, touche.
And for God's sake, Pick a bloody number one supporter. You change it every week, which is funny. We just addressed that. And and also, Scotty, how dare you use the P word? Keep that crap out of your mouth.
What did I say?
You must have said something. The P word.
What did I
Penis?
say?
Did you say penis?
Oh, I might have. Oh,
You might
isn't
have.
it funny? She said, "Keep it out of me mouth."
That's true. And if Tess is
brilliant.
listening, this will get Tess.
Which
if
she
Tess
does.
is listening, yeah. Scotty, get that towel out of your mouth.
The worst part is she's going to be driving. I hope it hasn't caused her to fucking
Scotty's
leave
got
the
a
road.
towel in his mouth. Oh no, Scotty, get that towel out of your mouth.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
that's cruel. If anyone doesn't realize, what happens is when you put a towel in your mouth, your mum can't handle it. She starts to gag.
Yes, absolutely.
And it was
I
one of the
just-
biggest tricks I used to use growing up. Like whenever she used to make me angry at your house, I would just grab a Tess and go, "Hey Tess," and just throw the towel in my mouth.
It's we're both getting flogged for this.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
I
Yep.
can't wait to see the next email. It's going to be brutal.
Just a quick update before you and I part ways this evening. Apparently, our merch has arrived.
Oh, good.
Yes,
Tess is
so
looking after that. Oh,
we
shit.
will.
Sorry, Tess.
So she should have a website up and running as we I shall receive that this week. I am chasing models for the items, and we will go from there.
Great. Email us
Perfect.
through talkingsportreport@gmail.com if you would like to model our merch. All right, finally, Scotty, we've decided to scrap Scotty's tip. You were copping a lot of heat in the comments, and we decided to change it to the weekly tip-off. So this is a
Yes,
fun one.
I
This is
like
one we
this.
both can be a part of. So this is a tally. And what we're going to need people's help in the future weeks is there will be the ultimate winner. And the good thing about this is there's 2 months to go in the year. At the end of each year, we tally up the votes, and whoever's winning, the other person has to do something for them, right? So if I win, I get one on you. So I can, if Tess calls me and says, "Look, Eggo, you've got to make him help me move, and I'll give you $100 cash," I would make you go and do Tess's removalist, or I can get you to come to Sydney and mow my lawn, or something like that. But hey, it's not a stitch up if you win. So just make some good tips and you'll win.
All right.
So the name of the game is we tip off against each other each week, and if one of us, it's got to be at least a 3-leg multi. If you want to go 4, 5, 6, good, well done. But it won't give you any extra points. So the aim of the game is if we both were to win, then it comes down to how much we won would ultimately give you the tip for that week. But if you lose and I win, then I get a point and vice versa. If no one wins, no one gets a point. Okay.
Right. So in a sense, we're looking to A, win, and then B, think of the money value of it as well, because that could be a deciding factor.
Could be. It could be. But as we know from this podcast, of 25 weeks, oh no, I'm shocked you're tipping. At 25 weeks, we haven't had too many winners, so maybe it might not be that bad. So Scotty, kick us off. What is your bet? What is your multi for this week?
I'm actually going to quickly throw something at you then. Now, it's not going to get you any extra points, but if I've gone 4 legs today and you've gone 3, somewhere down the track, I feel like you'll have to go a 4 leg and I'll have to go a 3 to kind of keep it even. You know what I mean? Okay. So that way,
well, if you remember to remind me, then I'll pay
fucking
that.
Remind you. Don't you worry. So this won't affect Sluggy at all. I'm going NFL. And I think they're all tomorrow. I've gone Denver Broncos to win, LA Chargers to win, Indianapolis Colts to win, and Pittsburgh Steelers to win. Now, we didn't say, did we, that we are betting $500 each?
Yes.
This is returning $1,619.37.
That's good. That's good. All right, you ready
What
for my
have you
tip?
got? Yes.
I
hope
may
it's
be
ping
trying to
pong.
shaft you. I may be trying to shaft you here. I've gone to the World Cup qualifiers, and there are some crackers out there. I've got the Netherlands to beat
Think of
Finland.
that.
They're paying $1.07.
I didn't even,
I've got
World Cup.
France to beat Iceland. They're paying $1.18, and I've got Germany to beat Northern Ireland $1.30. Now, the reason why I picked those 3 sides is if those 3 sides can't beat those teams with even their Z grade, we've got big issues. So for my $500, I only make a measly $822. But if it gets me the win,
it's that much.
yeah, if I get the win,
This is
mate,
horseshit.
that's all that matters. So there you go. So
this is
if in the
horseshit.
morning, the Netherlands, France, and Germany all get a win, and one of yours loses, I'll be up 1-0. So there you go.
Fuck,
How do you
this
feel?
Is bullshit already. I'm not happy.
No.
Didn't even think a World Cup qualifiers, you son of a bitch.
There you go. We'll keep a tally and we'll see how we go. That draws to the end of our special awards special of the Talking Sport Report.
Fantastic night. Brilliant night. Let's go
Congratulations to all the
after party.
winners.
Yes.
Yeah.
After party is on.
Absolutely. If you do love the podcast, please leave us a 5-star review in whichever app you're listening to us here at the Talking Sport Report. It makes a huge difference. And also follow us on our social media account. We're back next week on Sunday night.
Bingo.
Until then, peace, love, dove.
See you, bro.